Hey everyone, it's Marcus. I'm here to share with you some of these spiritual presents that have been presented to me over the past month or so. I want to name this particular session that we're having, I See Angels in People, currently in the last days. So, as we know, in the Bible, it talks about the last days. Popular media calls it the apocalypse. But to keep it politically correct with the Bible, it's referring to the times in which men would not know to turn to God during times of oppression by powers, rulers, and governments. So that's what the last days represents in the Bible. So what I've done today was I went through the Bible to share with you why the things that have happened to me over the past few weeks have happened. And at first, I read the Bible religiously. And I read these verses before, but I didn't think that they would really be that significant in real life. I thought it was more of a parable to just study and live life as we live it every day, just say with a regard to God. But what I've seen and what I can recollect from my childhood is these angels that the Bible talks about are in people, but as you pray and worship more, they become more apparent to the point where it's shocking. So I'm going to start off with the book of Hebrews chapter 13 verse 2. The verse reads, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares." Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. So what that means is, don't forget to be open and communicating, or at least vigilant of the possibility of an angel introducing itself into your life. An angel being in a person. Because sometimes angels deliver favors to people. And these favors are miracles. I think that we have overestimated, let's say, we have minimized the perception of a miracle to someone being healed from sickness or from buying something that we never thought we would buy. I think that when we really realize what a miracle is, God actually providing for us at a time that we least expect it, I think that our minds can be open to all the miracles that have been presented to us throughout life and in our life. I had two women in my life, in my childhood. We can call them strangers, that I entertained. I spoke to them because they spoke to me. One came to me and said, "There's something special about you." And I was having not a bad life, but my life wasn't ideal to say it was a healthy lifestyle that I was living as a child in my parents' household, because they were pretty religious. They weren't really strict in, biblical teachings in the household. And the other woman that spoke to me. She said, "There's something special about you." And so those words stuck with me my whole life. I still remember those things that they were saying to me, that were said to me. And to this day, I think that now I can see actual evidence as the times get harder outside. What's so special about me? I can see things and I can hear things. I can see spiritual things and hear spiritual things. So it's a very useful tool when the world seems really corrupt and then no one really knows who to trust in, especially with the news and Donald Trump and all that shown on television. It can be really alarming or frightening that people can sit back and not really see anything strange about it, enough to form some type of spiritual awakening amongst a large population of people. Right? So having a spiritual awakening amongst many or a large group of people allows the opportunity for everyone to share vigilance with something not right, or times being pressed towards something more adverse to what we want to happen in our homes. Another verse that I wrote down comes from the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 11. "For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways." The women that I met a few weeks ago, this happened twice. Two things happened. Okay, so 2 times I just recalled in my childhood, and now 2 things have happened as an adult in Virginia. I was at a grocery store and I didn't have much to buy some food, some vegetables. And I said, "Oh, I don't have enough." No one was around me. I was to myself. And all of a sudden, a woman walked up to me and she said, "Hey, grab that. I saw you put that back. I'll pay for that." And she paid for what I had in my hand, my food and my tea. I bought some tea too. And it was very good. I like that. But how she did it, it was as if somebody just appeared from nowhere. She just randomly appeared. You would say she took charge over me and took care of my needs. And then the week before that, out here in Virginia, I was at Walmart and I'm making a purchase. And this woman just randomly sticks out her hand and gives me some money to buy what I was buying. I'm checking out the self-checkout, and all of a sudden she goes, and the hand just appears. I didn't even see the face, and I looked up. Or did I? Nope, I didn't look up. I just looked at her hand, and I said, thanks. And I turned like that, and I just put the money in there, in the machine, and I didn't even take all the money. I just said, this is all I need. And I put it into the machine, and I bought my food. Yep. So there's angels out there today, and there's probably a lot more out there during these last days. And it's important to be on the lookout and be reading your Bible to enlighten yourself so that you can be more alert to what you see out there in people. One more thing that I want to share with you. Food. I get a lot of food from people. That's most of the stuff I get. Food, mostly food. The food that I receive is in vegetables and fish. Vegetables and fish, I get a lot of that. And I'm thankful for it because it keeps me healthy. And that's all I really expect from God is food, more so, because that's the least God can really do, considering the fall of man, provide us with healthy food. And so I look at that as a blessing. So be on the lookout for that. People trying to do things for you because God told them to, because you're being diligent in reading and consistent in reading and trying to improve yourself. So I just wanted to share that with you all so that you can have some type of freedom to be at peace that there's help out there in case you may be in need. So keep on reading. You all have a good day.